Vox Telecom's Tony van Marken has said that if the interconnection rate mobile operators charge each other was cut immediately from 125 cents per minute to Parliament's proposed 60 cents per minute, it would be like handing Telkom a 2.4 million bonus. Now, Elise Sekam spoke to van Marken to unpack some of the arguments he's presented to Parliament.
We've got to look at what the interconnect impact is in the whole industry. So the big debate in Parliament has been what Telkom pays the mobile operators, which right now is £1.25, and they pay them 29 cents. Now at 60 cents you will transfer a lot of traffic that currently goes via other methods and other routes back onto the Telkom network, so there'll be a huge benefit for them in increased traffic. In theory, they should pass on the drop in interconnect back to the consumer. So currently they charge £1.25 plus 40 cents. If it goes down to 60 cents, we would assume they charge £1.05, and they said that at the hearings. But the issue is broader than that. What is the real impact on the mobile consumers? And I think Parliament talked about trying to give Christmas presents to everyone. Yeah. And that at the end of the day...
And that's how we see it. You see it as rates coming down, in effect spelling more money in the consumer's pocket.
Correct. But a decrease in interconnect rates doesn't mean that your retail tariff on your mobile phone bill will go down. And that's the big issue. And if you look at the submissions in Parliament, the mobile operators said they use interconnect to subsidise the deployment in rural areas. They provide access to 50% of their customer base who generate less than 10 Rand a month. So I'm not arguing in favour of the mobile operators, but the issue is actually broader than interconnect. We need local number portability. We need what's called carrier pre-select, so you can decide which network you want to use. And we need to unbundle the local loop so we have access to the last mile. And if you can sort all these issues out, that will actually lead to a drop in prices for South Africa.
Just looking at the benefits that Telkom has to gain here, I mean, you talk about cross-subsidies. Does South African law actually allow for cross-subsidies?
Well, I don't really want to go there, but I think we all know that there's bundling of products and services, and I think Telkom, with their power and their weight of customers, are able to do that extremely effectively. And our view is that if you're going to put Telkom in a more advantageous position, you need to make sure Telkom agree to local number portability. Because right now at Vox Telecom, if I want to go to CNBC and port all your numbers to my network, I can't do that. It's not actually allowed. So we need to level the playing field for everyone in the market. We can't just give some competitors an advantage and others not.
And if that does come to the fore, then just how competitive can you afford to be in the current climate?
Extremely competitive, because then I can target thousands of businesses that I can transition onto our network and offer them cheaper telephony. And at the moment, our hands are tied behind our back on some of those issues.
Okay, looking at some of the challenges you face, the way forward as we progress through this, of course, you've presented your cases to Parliament. What next?
Well, the Portfolio Committee needs to meet again. But I think having government intervene in this market has created the awareness and heightened the focus on these issues. But ultimately, ICASA has to actually regulate these issues and solve them. And I think we have to go back to the starting point of having a strong regulator that's well set up and structured to succeed. We need to deal, in our view, with local number portability, interconnect, local loop unbundling, and carrier pre-select. And those four issues will actually influence ultimately competitive pricing.